Alright. Take two. Bennett here. I think I'm going to talk about radiation today. Radiation's pretty cool. Comes off of nucleuses of atoms and other hot things. And radiation also drives nuclear reactions, which also drive nuclear power plants. Now the reason I'm talking about this is because today we use light water reactors, which basically have a pile of uranium, you have a pile of water, they go together, heats up the water, drives a turbine, the turbine generates electricity, right? That's how it works. Now, these work great, to an extent. They're cheap, they're reliable-ish. There's only been like 2 or 3 major nuclear disasters in history. You know, 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, and Fukushima. But, you know, you lose some, you win some. On with the point. There's this new type of reactor called the Thorium Reactor, which uses thorium, the 90th element, instead of uranium, the 92nd element. Now, these are really cool reactors. Just bear with me here. Thorium reactors use a mix of liquid salt and thorium to drive a nuclear reaction. They can get much hotter, and the best part is they only have to run at 1 atmosphere of pressure. That means the outwards pressure and the inwards pressure is exactly the same. The difference, when you compare this aspect of them to light water reactors, is light water reactors have to run at anywhere from 60 to 170 atmospheres of pressure, which means there's a lot more out than in. So they go and explode, but they don't explode because we use like 22 inches of stainless steel. Not even stainless, just steel, which is a lot of steel. So what I'm saying is they're safer. See, if you get a hole, because you need to compress the water down to keep it in a liquid state so it can act as a good thermal, what do you call it? Thermal sink, whatever, to move the heat from the fuel rods of uranium to the water and then out of the water into the air so you can bring in more cool water, drive turbines, and heat it all up again. Really neat. But what I'm getting at is that if there's a leak, if it breaks, you have suddenly all this solid water turning into steam, and it's hot and it's exploding and it's bad. That's why we need to use thorium reactors, because thorium also leaves behind nearly no leftover radioactive fuel, which I can't say the same for light water reactors, because you got to do something with the plutonium that builds up over a year of decaying that uranium. So in all, I think thorium reactors would be the way to go. But hey, I'm just the guy with a camera. What can I do, right? Alright, keep it real out there. Don't do acid. I didn't say that.